When the operator reports that the loader isn't moving or isn't neutral, a technician must step in to evaluate the system's pressures. This evaluation is performed using pressure gauges and test lines at each of the test points. With the traditional method, you can measure several pressures at once, but the diagnosis starts to get more complicated than it should. Between gauges, hoses, and connections, the technician has to be very organized and stay highly focused to avoid confusing which pressure they're seeing and which circuit it belongs to. What if I told you there's already a more innovative, more efficient, and above all, much safer way to do it? And to achieve exactly that, I present the SafeGauge Pressure Transducers, which install directly into the test ports and can be used to measure pressures in virtually any system. Each transducer works wirelessly, without the need for hoses, as it sends the information via Bluetooth to the MultiTool Pro screen. They come in different pressure ranges and with very good accuracy when measuring. Plus, you can identify each transducer with colored bands and assign a name and color to each one. Everything stays clear, organized, and well identified. Now, let's start with the tests. First, we'll select all the pressure transducers to be used and install the appropriate connector, which in this case is a quick coupling one. Then we turn on the MultiTool Pro and configure each transducer, assigning the corresponding data to keep everything identified. Next, we proceed to connect each transducer and see how the LED changes from blue to green, confirming the connection is correct. We go to the test ports, clean each point, and install them. For this test, we'll measure the transmission charge pump pressure, the pressure of some clutches, the converter inlet and outlet pressure, and the transmission lubrication. Alright, now here on the MultiTool Pro, we have all the transducers connected, both at the test ports and also linked here on this tablet. The first test we're going to perform is the converter inlet relief valve test, taking advantage of the fact that the converter oil is cold, as we can see here on the cluster. So we're going to start the engine, take it to high RPMs, and visualize the values on the MultiTool Pro. We're going to click here, the Start Test button, and now I can see all the real-time pressures that each of the transducers is marking. So we're going to accelerate and focus on number 8, which is the inlet, the torque converter inlet pressure. Alright, now we're going to warm up the converter oil to correctly visualize the other pressures as indicated by the manufacturer. We finished with the converter inlet relief pressure. We're going to perform the converter stall procedure. Don't forget that we must perform the stall procedure for a maximum of 15 seconds. After performing the converter stall procedure several times, we see the oil has reached operating temperature. So we'll proceed to visualize all the other pressures on the MultiTool. To do this, the machine is parked and in neutral, and we're going to rev the engine up to maximum RPMs again. At maximum RPMs, we can now see the transmission pump pressure with the oil at temperature, which is giving us 408 psi. The transmission lubrication pressure is at 17 psi. Likewise, we can also see that the clutch pack in neutral or fourth gear is also at a pressure of 385 psi. And that makes sense because when the machine is in neutral, the pack that's energized and engaged is number 3. Now let's perform the pressure test for the converter outlet relief valve. For this, the procedure indicates that we have to perform a converter stall test. Let's get to it. We rev the machine to maximum RPMs while shifting into gear, and here we can see the converter outlet pressure is giving us a value of approximately 55 psi. With SafeGauge, we can observe pressure behavior in real time under different load conditions and during gear shifts. Now that we've taken all the measurements, we can generate a report in the MultiTool Pro to analyze each of the test results in depth. With SafeGauge, you measure safely and diagnose with precision.